Karen Clark.
No, Howard.
Shorty one.
Already
Oh,
went.
she already went. Sorry. Pam Hunt.
My name is Pam Hunt. I'm a 2009 graduate of Corinthian Online. I got my master's degree in criminal justice. Why I believe my student loan should be discharged legally, because it's the law. According to the Higher Education Act of 1965, Section 455H, I, as a student, may assert as a defense against repayment any act or omission of the school I attended that would give rise to a cause of action against the school under applicable state law. I, along with many others, have shown that Corinthian colleges, specifically in my case, Everest University Online, engaged in predatory lending and fraud by their act of omission. They did not tell me that regionally accredited universities do not accept credits earned at their college which lack regional accreditation, when in fact their only accreditation is the Accrediting Council for Independent Colleges and Schools, which is a nationally recognized accrediting agency by the United States Department of Education. This information was falsely conveyed to me. Therefore, my master's degree in criminal justice is essentially worthless. By their commission of fraud, regarding their job placement program, the fact that I was practically guaranteed employment in my field of study when I graduated was the deciding factor for me when determining what college I would attend. That proved to be futile, as their job placement program consisted of a few links to internet job sites. By their predatory practice of targeting minorities, specifically Black Americans, for-profit colleges are inherently racist in that while colleges in the mainstream sector has had a minimal 24% increase in Black enrollment, the for-profit sector has had a whopping 264% increase, with twice the average debt for these students. And because you, the DOE, were complicit in their predatory tactics, in that you continued to fund them through government loans while you yourself were investigating them, I have had to pay the price in the worst way. Instead of bettering my life, it became unbearable. I could not, and still have not, been able to become employed in my field of study. I have over $172,000 in student loans. However, I am employed as a PCA, which is a patient care attendant, and the hourly rate is less than $15 an hour. I came here last year to announce that I was embarking on a student debt strike, and as I said in with the meeting with you, the DOE, your team seemed to exhibit signs of deep concern. However, here it is a year later, and nothing has been done. Nothing has been instituted to show me any type of relief. And while I was patiently waiting for a discharge, the house that I rented went into foreclosure, and I was given the opportunity to try to buy it by the bank, but I was told that because of my debt-to-income ratio, I was not eligible for a mortgage. Although I am on the income-based repayment, which I paid zero, the mortgage consultant told me that before the 30 years was up, that loan would come into repayment. And based on my salary today, I would not be able to pay the mortgage and the loan, excuse me, and the student loan. So he denied me. He told me if I could get a 30-year deferment letter from the Department of Education, he'd give me the loan on the spot. So, me being the optimist that I am, I wrote a letter to Ted Mitchell and asked for a 30-year deferment letter, and I'm still waiting for his answer. But in the interim of that whole situation, I became homeless with my 5 children, and this was recent. I'm talking like October. And I lived from hotel to hotel because I could not purchase the home, and I had nowhere to go. And I have a severely disabled son, and the home I lived in for 10 years was designed with him in mind. It had a wheelchair ramp. It was handicap accessible, so obviously I would want to, stay there. But it wasn't possible, so I had to pack up my kids, and we lived from hotel to hotel. So when you want to say to me that the situation of discharging student loans is an individual process, I say that that's absolutely wrong. This is a mass process. I was not targeted individually by this predatory school. They preyed upon the masses, and so therefore these loans should be discharged the same way that they preyed upon us.